KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
A San Antonio man in the hospital right now after an overnight explosion destroys his home. Details on what authorities say happened.
Plus tons of ceremonies and events happening around the city honoring our veterans. We take you live to the northwest side where a brand new first of its kind facility is opening this morning to help veterans.
A local facility is providing training on how to respond to real-world cybersecurity attacks. Coming up, we go behind the scenes of the cybersecurity training facility here at UTSA.
Happy Thursday. We will check in with Justin for your forecast in just a bit. But first, we start off by honoring our veterans.
We do on this Veterans Day 2021. We're about to take a live look at Arlington National Cemetery, the amphitheater, where a big ceremony is about to get underway to honor American military veterans. Some 5,000 visitors are expected to attend. President Biden will hold a wreath laying at the ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier later this morning. And again, a live look from Arlington. Back here in San Antonio in honor of Veterans Day, the community is coming together to celebrate the grand opening of a new Veterans Wellness Center.
It's on the city's northwest side. That's where we find our RJ Marquez live with details. Good morning, RJ. Now, this is a big deal, right?
That's right, Sarah and Mark. A huge deal out here. Endeavors is opening up this new wellness center for the entire veteran community and their families. This is an amazing facility, so I just got a little bit of a tour. They're going to show this off a little bit later as well. And joining me now is John Allman. He is the president and CEO of Endeavors to talk about this wellness center, which really takes this entire sort of holistic approach to treating veterans and treating their families as well.
Absolutely. Hey, San Antonio, happy Veterans Day. We're glad to be out here opening our grand opening for our Veteran Wellness Center. It's a fabulous facility, not only meant for the veteran, but also for their family members. We have a great opportunity to serve with our fitness center, with our other areas of wellness, Tai Chi, yoga, acupuncture, massage therapy, lots of wraparound services available to complement our Cohen Veteran Military Clinic that's been here for 5 years. So we're excited to open today.
That's right, John. And we're standing right now in the fitness center. And earlier I was told that this is also to treat wounded warriors as well. So a lot of these machines are made specifically to treat these veterans that have maybe had an injury in combat.
Absolutely. This Queen X machine that you see next to me over here is bolted to the floor. It's a piece of this building. And it's meant for folks with disabilities. You can wheel up in a wheelchair and do a complete workout right here on this adaptable equipment. You won't see a lot of barbells around this floor. What we're trying to do is encourage motion. We want people to stay in motion. Wellness is part of the whole idea of whole health that we have for our veterans and their family members.
Okay, guys, and we want to show you some other locations here at the Wellness Center. Of course, this is out here on the northwest side, so we're going to take a little walk here. John has been showing me around a little bit, and we're going to go to what's being called sort of the center of connectivity, right? This is kind of a, as we talked about, mental health, mental wellness approach to treating veterans and their families. So if we could swing around here, John, just kind of explain what we have here. It looks like a cafe and kind of just a space where we can maybe just have a conversation and just talk about different things.
Absolutely. So a lot of veterans don't like to share their burdens with their families, but if they're in a space where they have other peers or mentors in that space, which we have in this connectedness space, they can grab a cup of coffee, they can hook up to our Wi-Fi, they can even do this after they've gone to the fitness center, showered and gotten a protein shake, and spend a lot of time out here just reflecting on their experience.
All right, John, so for people that are looking for more information, what do they need to know about this center and how can they get in contact with you guys?
Absolutely. Endeavors.org. It's very simple. Go to that website. You can also just Google us, Endeavors in San Antonio. There's a phone number right there for the Veteran Wellness Center, and our front desk is manned. So please get in touch with us. And if you're available, come out today at 11:30 and join with us in the celebration.
That's right. This is a very impressive facility. It is a 27,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility out here, Endeavors, as they open up this new Veterans Wellness Center out here on the northwest side. Mark and Sarah, back to you guys.
RJ, thank you. Hey, folks, it is Veterans Day, so there are closures we do want to let you know about today. There are quite a few. Most banks are closed. Post office, SAPD offices, Metro Health clinics, including the vaccine clinic over at the Alamo Dome. And San Antonio libraries are closed as well. We have the full list posted for you on KSAT.com right now.
And companies all around the city are offering discounts to veterans and active duty military.
At Buffalo Wild Wings, veterans get 10 free boneless wings and fries. At IHOP, veterans and active duty will receive their free red, white, and blue pancakes from 7 to 7.
And over at the San Antonio Zoo, members of the military, both past and current get free admission all month long and can bring up to 4 family members at 50% off the standard admission price. These are just a few of the many deals and discounts available for our veterans and active duty military. For the full list, go over to KSAT.com. You know, the news this morning, an Amber Alert's been issued for a missing child. Austin police are looking for 3-year-old Mackenzie Burns. She has brown hair, brown eyes, last seen wearing a gray shirt and pink and purple pants. The suspect is driving a silver 2012 Toyota Tundra with the license plate, that number on your screen right now, BP70978. If you have any information, call the Austin police. That number also on your screen, 737-228-9357. 65 degrees, 9:03 this morning. Justin, earlier, Mike was saying the cool front was blowing in early on. Is it here? When I walked outside, it felt a little cooler.
That front is through, and so the changes have already sort of arrived. We've got some gusty winds out there, some cooler weather, some drier air starting to move in. That really is the biggest change, the loss, losing that humidity, and that will continue to be pushed off to the south. I want to show you the radar right now. We have some showers and storms still with this front, but they're pushing down towards Cuero, Edna, and really out of our area. So we are not getting any more rain with this. And looking at temperatures, 67 at the airport, 68 Port SA, 70 Castroville, 62 in Bandera. Gets even chillier as you get up into the hill country, 59 Rock Springs, 59 up there in Junction. And looking at the satellite picture, cloud cover, well, we still do have some clouds along the front, but those will also shift south. So I think all in all, we're looking at a sunny day here. Molds are low, 180. We continue to look good in the pollen count. And here's our forecast for today for Veterans Day. 76 this afternoon. Sunny skies across the board, but keep in mind it will be a little bit breezy from time to time, 10 to 20 miles per hour with that northerly wind. Another surge of dry air heads our way tomorrow. Boy, the weekend looks incredible. We're going to take a look at that forecast and the drought monitor coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
And that sunset at 20 till 6. I'm still getting used to that part, Justin.
It's tough.
Thank you, Justin. Right now, bright sunshine. Traffic looks fantastic right now out there, the west side, 90 at 36th Street.
Let's take a look at today's 9 at 9.
A federal judge has ordered a halt to enforcement of the mandate that bans masks in Texas schools. The judge ruled that the ban ordered by Governor Greg Abbott violated a federal law protecting disabled students' access to public education. The judge also blocked Attorney General Ken Paxton from suing school districts that require masks in classrooms.
A dramatic turn in the Kyle Rittenhouse murder trial. The defense has requested a mistrial after an attorney brought up video of Rittenhouse from days before the incident in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Meanwhile, some legal experts are analyzing whether dramatic breakdown by Rittenhouse was an act or true emotion.
The armorer for the movie Rust claims she is the victim of sabotage. The attorney for Hannah Gutierrez-Reed says she thinks the scene was tampered with before authorities arrived. Meanwhile, a crew member has filed a lawsuit against Alec Baldwin, the assistant director and the armorer, for causing him, quote unquote, severe emotional distress. New data published by the CDC shows that only around 35% of pregnant women are fully vaccinated. The CDC recommends the COVID-19 vaccine for people who are pregnant, breastfeeding, or may become pregnant. Experts say there's no evidence any vaccines, including the COVID-19 vaccines, cause fertility problems in women or men. The CDC says measles is becoming a renewed threat after 22 million babies around the world missed their measles vaccines last year. The CDC estimates the measles vaccine prevents more than 30 million deaths a year. Still, more than 60,000 people die each year from measles, and most of those deaths are among young children. On the way down, jobless claims. 267,000 Americans filed first-time unemployment claims last week. That's the lowest since the start of the pandemic. Claims have now fallen 6 weeks in a row. The Department of Justice is suing Uber, claiming that since 2016, the rideshare service has been overcharging disabled people for taking too long to load into vehicles. The DOJ says the wait time fees violates the Americans with Disabilities Act. Uber says they have a new policy that automatically waives fees for any rider who certifies they are disabled. A paid service called Twitter Blue is now available in the U.S. for about $3 a month. Users can undo tweets and read threads more easily. They can also see the top stories from their networks. Twitter Blue users can customize their navigation, and they have access to exclusive color themes and icons. Country music's biggest night ends with Chris Stapleton taking home the most awards, 6 in total, and Luke Combs taking home Entertainer of the Year. The brothers Osborne won Vocal Duo of the Year for the 4th time, and Jimmy Allen became the 2nd black performer to win Best New Artist. And that's today's 9 at 9. Top local stories we're following today. An overnight kitchen explosion sent one man to the hospital.
It happened last night at a southwest side apartment on Mayfield Drive near Quintana Road. Firefighters say the man lit a cigarette while he was cooking. That's what set off the explosion, and it was so severe it blew out a wall of his apartment. He was taken to the hospital with severe burns. A
woman is dead following a motorcycle crash last night.
It happened around 10 p.m. on the northeast side near O'Connor Road and Warsbach Parkway. That's where SAPD says the woman on the motorcycle swerved to miss a vehicle that cut her off, but moved in front of a pickup truck. The driver of the pickup then hit the motorcycle, causing the woman to crash.
When she tried to get up, she staggered into a lane of traffic and was struck by another vehicle and died there at the scene. Now, the driver who hit her that second time drove off. So far, no arrests have been made.
9:09 and 66
I'm
degrees.
sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yes, it was the second driver that drove off. She was only hit once fatally. All right, coming up right here on GMSA at 9, how one local Air Force veteran is using technology to serve our country in a new way.
Plus, the lawsuits continue to roll in following this weekend's tragedy at the Astro World Fest. David Sears has the latest details on that investigation coming up in your morning headlines.
But first, we take you live behind the scenes of UTSA's new cybersecurity training facility. That is after the break. 9:13, welcome back. In today's Tech SA, we are going behind the scenes at UTSA's interactive cybersecurity training facility called the Cyber Range.
The facility provides training on how to respond to and defend real-world cybersecurity attacks.
Tiffany Huertas joins us live from out there. Tiffany, good morning to you. Who can get training there?
Good morning, Mark and Sarah. A lot of people can come and get training here. They provide training to schools, organizations, government entities, military units, and so many others. Joining us this morning is Joe Mayen. He's the director here at UTSA Cyber Range. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you talk to us about what exactly are cyber attacks and how often are they actually happening?
Well, a cyber attack is basically an attack to a company's network. Attacking their resources. Attacks come in many different forms. Obviously, ransomware is probably the most common attack that you see today. But basically, an attacker may install malware, may install a malicious file, may attempt to steal data. Ransomware is probably the most popular. We see that one all the time.
Are they happening here in San Antonio?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think it's happening more often than we know of because most companies won't ever report, are not obligated to report an incident. And so, absolutely, I think they're happening all the time.
Talk to us about this facility. When did it open and why did it open?
Well, this facility is a training facility that's open to the public. We provide training to corporations, nonprofits, for-profits. We actually had the military here recently. And we partnered up with schools to provide training to their students as well. But basically, it's a simulation training environment. We simulate cyber attacks. We put you through real-world cyber attacks, and we allow you to practice and hone in on those cyber skills.
And we're seeing a lot of monitors here, Joe. Can you talk to us about this monitor right behind us? What are we seeing right here?
Well, this is actually a live threat map of actual attacks that are happening today. And you can see some of the top industries that are being attacked, financial services being the top. But you can see just today, we've already got 730,000 attacks. You see attacks happening across the country, and so they're happening all over the world. But it's a visual representation of cyber attacks.
There's training sessions happening here all the time. What do these training sessions consist of?
Well, we have training again that basically puts your team through a live simulated cyber attack. A lot of companies have gathered in a room and gone through tabletop exercises trying to figure out how they're going to respond, create an incident response plan if there's ever an attack, but they never actually put their plan to the test. We want them to bring that plan in, bring that playbook in, and then let's put you in front of a cyber attack and let's see how that plan works, and if you need to go back and tweak it maybe.
So this is a great resource to have here in San Antonio, period.
Absolutely. We have what we believe is a truly unique training platform because it's as real as it's going to get. The minute you step in here, we pretend like you're on the job. You sit down and your shift starts and you are defending a real world network and we start the attack.
Incredible. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
These courses can take from hours, you said, and then sometimes can last days.
Yeah, they're short courses, and we have some, longer foundation type courses that can last weeks as well.
Well, thank you so much. Mark, Sarah?
Thank you, Tiffany.
All right, folks, if you're flying out this afternoon or in the next couple hours, rather, you might want to check ahead. We do have some storms out there, a big, huge line of storms stretching from Texas way up to the northeast.
All the way up to basically the Great Lakes, Mark. Yeah, it's a big storm system, but we're on the tail end of it as we often are here. So we're just getting some drier air moving in here, but not so much rain. We did have a couple showers on the radar a little bit earlier, and there still are some storms as you get closer to the coast down towards the Edna area, Bay City. And we've seen a few very light showers just to the east of Cuero, but generally moving out of our area. That front is through San Antonio, and you can see it here on the time lapse. I think this is pretty cool. You got the clouds this morning. There's the front right there. You see how quickly it passed us by. Still some faint clouds there in the distance, but sunny here in town. 67 degrees, dew point is at 50. That number's dropping, and we've got northerly winds at about 16 miles per hour. 60s for the most part to go around. There are a few 70s on the map. Castroville down to Devine and Pleasanton, and looking at some 50s in the hill country. Some of the cooler spots, Junction 59, Rock Springs also at 59. And temperatures aren't going to warm all that much today because we'll continue to see some cooler air kind of working in. I do think we make it into the mid 70s for highs. And the air will dry out. That's the biggest change with this front. We've got dew points in the 60s still out ahead of it, but behind the front, dew points are in the 40s and 50s, and these numbers will even drop a little bit more as we continue throughout the course of today. Winds are a little breezy out of the north. We've got some winds sustained at about 16 miles per hour, gusting up above 20 miles per hour, so expect some gusts through the afternoon. Here is the setup. You see the storms that develop that line, but look how far it stretches, and Mark mentioned this, all the way up to the Great Lakes. So this is a rather big system, and behind it, high pressure is building in. Dew points, as I mentioned, are pretty low. We've got dew points in the 30s across West Texas. But the air is going to get even drier. We've got a secondary front that moves through tomorrow evening. This does not bring any rain with it, obviously, but it just pushes in even drier air for the weekend. And that's going to allow for some chilly mornings and some really nice afternoons, both Saturday and Sunday. Look at this weekend forecast. 69 Saturday and sunny, 76 on Sunday, and mostly sunny with lows in the 40s. Looks really good. Very quickly, let's check in on the drought monitor. This is last week, so we'll compare last week to this week, and there's not much of a change, really, honestly. We actually saw a little bit of a reduction in the drought. But as we look in our area, there still is some moderate to severe drought, especially as you get out towards Carrizo Springs. So some rain would be nice. It's not really in the forecast, though. And rainfall here in San Antonio, we're still doing fine, 32.87, above the average by about 3.6 inches. But out west, some rain would really be a good thing. 76 degrees, the forecast high today, sunset around 5:40. We're down to 71 at 6 p.m. Keep in mind those winds will be breezy. 76 tomorrow. With that secondary front, winds pick up a little bit Friday night to Saturday morning, but I think they calm some for Saturday. 69 on Saturday, 76 Sunday, and then next week we return to the 80s with a little bit more moisture, but rain stays out of that 7-day forecast, guys.
All right, Justin, and I spoke too soon. I just checked national flight delays right now. The only one, Washington Reagan National Airport.
Looking good.
9:20, about 66 degrees.
A teenager is alive to tell their story this morning after a television crew was in the right place at the right time. This story next in your morning headlines with David Sears.
All right, folks, welcome back. In your morning headlines, we now have some insight in the level of response by firefighters to that chaotic scene over the weekend in Houston.
And a TV crew does their part to save a teenager after a car crash. And Arby's has more than just some eats. David Sears is here. Good morning, David.
Justin's favorite kind of story. A company figures out a way to get some free pub out of us. And of course, we oblige.
And we will.
We'll get into it in just a second. But first, let's start with this. Lawsuits are piling up, over 40 so far against rapper Travis Scott, while there are still people recovering in the hospital after that deadly crush of concert goers over the weekend at the Astroworld Festival in Houston. The investigation into a chaotic and tragic situation continues. 2 people who were injured during the melee still recovering in the hospital. 8 people were killed. We are now finding out that when the concert ended because of the crowd getting crushed, the Houston Fire Department upgraded its response to a mass casualty level 2. That meant they were preparing for up to 50 people to be transported to the hospital. The investigation is also zeroing in on the timeline of events that led up to that deadly rush.
Timelines are a major focus of the investigation right now. They have viewed hours of video from the air, from the ground, and witness and gather statements from numerous witnesses and victims. And there's still more to come. This type of investigation is going to take weeks, possibly months.
Yeah, the police chief said with 8 concert goers killed, the investigation will take time and they will leave no stone unturned. This is one of those right place at the right time stories. This is in New York City. You can barely see it, but it's right over there. It's circled there for you. That is a car crashing, going up on the curb onto the sidewalk, and there's actually a 14-year-old who ends up under that car. He's injured. Scary situation. He was walking his dog, ended up getting hit and trapped. Just so happened that a TV show was being filmed at the time. It's called Gravesend. It was right around the corner. Some of the actors and crew heard the crash and then ran around to help out.
So we ran, and this kid, we seen his leg outside the car, and he was screaming.
The mother came over and said, "That's my son." She actually tried to lift the car. She tried to lift the car herself.
I'm very glad that we were there because it was a side street, so if there wasn't that many people on the corner, you know, he might have been under that car for a lot longer.
Yeah, the boy is recovering in a hospital. DeMeo says he can't wait to see the teenager, give him a big hug, and then bring him onto the set when they start shooting again. Twitter speaks. Elon Musk has sold in the neighborhood of $5 billion worth of stock this week. He went on Twitter, asked followers if he should sell 10% of his Tesla stock. 60% of respondents said, yeah, sell it. Monday, he sold nearly 1 million shares. Then on Tuesday and Wednesday, he sold another 3.6 million shares. It's the first time he had sold stock of Tesla since 2016. He will use profits from this week's sales to pay taxes, of course, on those stock options. By the way, he is worth $300 billion, according to Bloomberg. That makes him the richest man on earth. All right, here we go with the fast food chain getting outside the box, or in this case, outside the bottle. Inside the bottle, probably better. Arby's is about to start selling 2 limited edition alcoholic drinks. It's vodka based on the flavor of their fries. Curly Fry vodka. It has cayenne, onion, and garlic. And then there is the Crinkle Fry vodka. It has kosher salt and sugar in the mix. Those drinks are 80 proof, potato based. The 2 vodkas will debut November 18th in just a handful of states. We are not one of them. Sorry. California, Connecticut, Florida, Idaho, Louisiana, Minnesota, Nebraska, Nevada, Oregon, West Virginia, and Wyoming are the states. The cost is $59.99 a bottle. So if you know somebody in those states, maybe you can get them to send you a bottle.
Potato.
If you like Crinkly Fry vodka.
Vodka.
Thank you.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Something different.
Yeah,
Thank you,
definitely.
David.
Thank you, David. Hey, traffic alert. Stephen Cavazos tells us there's a multi-vehicle accident affecting westbound 10 at Ralph Fair Road right now. And it looks like right now we're not seeing much on this camera. There's just a whole lot of traffic out there anyway. But do be alert for emergency vehicles. Again, this is westbound 10, Ralph Fair Road. Just past Leon Springs, if you're headed out towards Bernie, Kerrville, and points beyond. Oh, there's the stacking off in the distance. I see it now in those lanes and the right half of your screen. Stephen Cavazos, thank you very much for the information.
Well, there's a lot more ahead on GMSA at 9.
San Antonio City Council discussing plans to revamp San Antonio International Airport. A look at what it could look like if they get their way.
Plus, you're feeling it at the pump and in the grocery store. But how is inflation impacting small business owners? That story coming up. On this Veterans Day, a live look at the tomb of the unknown soldier. President Biden is expected to make a visit there later this morning for a wreath-laying ceremony that is expected to begin right near the end of this newscast at 10 a.m. Again, that's a live look at the tomb of the unknown soldier. And there's no doubt our country's veterans deserve to be acknowledged 365 days of the year, but today is Veterans Day, a time to honor those who have served and continue to serve our country.
Robert Flowers from our production team served in the U.S. Army. Our very own Jonathan Cotto, reporter, anchor, a veteran of the United States Navy. Let's take a look at some of the photos from his journey in the service. Jonathan served in the U.S. Navy from 2005 to 2013. And was stationed in places like Norfolk, Virginia, Bahrain in the Persian Gulf, and Point Mugu, a big naval air station facility there on the West Coast in California. He's told us stories on the side throughout the days and weeks that he's been here at KSAT. He's been there longer than that. But talking about serving on the USS Theodore Roosevelt. Look at that handsome fella there,
so
Jonathan Cotto.
Thank you, Jonathan, for your service. We appreciate everything you've done for us and our country. And Jonathan spoke with the United States Air Force veteran who is now serving our country in a new way by introducing a new immersive training environment for service members.
This is Krissa Watry, a United States Air Force veteran who enlisted back in 1998. She was accepted to the Air Force Academy and graduated top of her mechanical engineering class and got a full ride to MIT.
And then went off to Space Command, where I was the chief engineer for our ultra-secure communication satellites that we have in GEO.
After some time in Space Command, Watry says the Air Force was downsizing.
So got out and then started my journey on the civilian side, innovating and building cool stuff.
Cool stuff that would keep her in service to her country. Watry used her knowledge and skills and created Dynamic, a secure digital infrastructure company that conducts an immersive training environment for her former employer, the United States Air Force.
And that has just been a dream because we're now an Air Force requirement to deliver their future training.
Despite her success, Watry says, like for so many others, the transition from the military to civilian life was a difficult one, leaving structure and stability to running a veteran and woman-owned business. She adds, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, so follow your passion. That's number one. You always got to do what you really are passionate about.
She says oftentimes the challenge for veterans is selling their invaluable skills to civilian employers, and says companies can't go wrong with hiring a vet.
They can just make things happen for your company that very few other people can do. So even if a military member doesn't seem like a perfect fit for a position, give them a chance, because they'll always prove that they have the skills to figure it out.
Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Some advice there. 67 degrees at 9:35 this morning. It feels chilly outside, Justin, now that cold front has blown in.
It makes a big difference when that humidity comes down just a little bit. We've got some slightly cooler air, and it does. It feels great out there right now. We do have some gusty winds, though. We're going to see some breezy conditions throughout the rest of today. Let's take a look at some of those gusts. We now have a gust of 23 at the airport, gusting to 17 in Pleasanton, and it's going to be that northerly wind. I don't think it's going to be too strong, but you'll see some gusts up around 25 or so throughout the afternoon. There's the scene outside. We've got clearing skies here in town. Temperature is at 67. Dew point is at 50 and falling. And there's that northerly wind right now sustained at 16 miles per hour. Temperatures are in the 70s from Devine to Stinson down to Pleasanton, but they fall off a little bit as you work north. 64 Bandera, 64 Canyon Lake, 61 right now in Kerrville, and there have been some 50s reported up in the hill country this morning. Our forecast for today takes us up to 76 with sunny skies down to 71 at 6 p.m. And if you're heading out to some football games tonight, there are a few playoff games, I believe. Forecast calls for temperatures in the 60s at kickoff, maybe falling into the 50s by halftime. So you'll want to grab a coat or a blanket, and those winds should die down during those games tonight, guys.
Thank you, Justin. Expect possible delay, and now we're seeing big backups. This is I-10 westbound on Ralph Fair Road or near Ralph Fair Road on your way towards Fair Oaks Ranch and Bernie. Heavy stacking of traffic due to a multi-vehicle accident affecting up to 5 vehicles. But we saw a significant backup earlier, and now it is backed up all the way past where the camera can even catch. Be advised on the far northwest side. 10 westbound at Ralph Fair. For years, San Antonio International Airport has faced a host of criticism, whether over its small size or lack of direct flights, just overall being underwhelming for a larger U.S. city.
Now City Council is considering a plan to turn it into a world-class facility. City Hall reporter Garrett Berger takes us through the key points.
An updated airport master plan is required every 10 years, but city staff are viewing this as more than just a formality. They're hanging a lot on this plan and hoping it provides a vision for updating the airport up to 2040 and making the most of the airport the city has. An advisory committee had been formed back in 2018 to look at the future of the San Antonio International Airport, even considering the possibility of a regional airport between here and Austin. However, they decided on keeping it where it is. And the committee's endorsing this new development plan, which uses the airport's existing footprint. Key parts include a unified terminal complex, including a new third terminal and a reconstructed Terminal A. It also calls for extending the airport's largest runway out to 10,000 feet, opening up more possibilities for longer international flights.
It's a plan, it's a visioning document to ensure that we prepare the airport for the future so that we can have a guidebook that's going to provide the way and the path forward to build everything necessary to have the airport of the future.
The plan isn't cheap, about $2.5 billion in all, but city staff say airport revenues will pay for the development, not your local tax dollars. And the new infrastructure bill provides some big funding possibilities on the federal side as well. Council members are scheduled to vote on whether to adopt this development plan at their meeting next week. I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Garrett, thank you very much. The San Antonio Independent School District is looking to hire substitute teachers. The district is holding a job fair next week on Monday, November 15th. It'll take place inside the cafeteria over at Sam Houston High School. That's on East Sam Houston Street. Starts at 4:30, wraps up at 7 o'clock that evening. District hopes to find substitute teachers for both Sam Houston High School and Davis Middle School during that in-person hiring event. Good luck.
So whether it's at the gas pump or the grocery store, this week's Consumer Price Index confirms what many of you are feeling. The Consumer Price Index last month went up 6.2%, the largest increase in 30 years.
Economists blame soaring energy prices and the seemingly endless backlog in the supply chain. Our Jesse DeGollado tells us small business owners are also feeling it, some more than others.
Pretty dang right. Bicycle lights are among the few items Clay Williams still has in stock. Other than bikes that went up in price, almost everything else, he says, is on back order or unavailable, caught in a tangled supply chain.
And you have nothing to sell, what are you going to do?
Having to close the shop sometime next month, he says, was the most difficult decision he'd made since opening the shop 8 years ago.
We tried to hang in there and hoping things would turn around, but they just never did.
A former claims adjuster, Williams had poured more than money into his small bike shop, which is why he had tears in his eyes, thinking of what could have been.
I wanted to be an old man running a bike shop.
Hairstylist Terry Rakoff, turned business owner 6.5 years ago, hung on by delivering hair color and offering discount gift cards. But even then,
it was very frustrating, but I do well under pressure.
Since most of her products come from Europe, she didn't have supply chain issues. Still, Rakoff blames inflation for the 5% increase in some of her prices.
You always have the thought and fear, like, if I change my price, am I going to lose my client?
Each had a different experience, with a bit of advice for other business owners.
Do what I did, put your heart into it. I was very successful for a long time.
Connect with people that help small businesses.
Rakoff says she did when she needed help. An expert who also says there's no shame in a business owner giving up their dreams.
Take care of yourself. There will be more business opportunities down the road.
Jesse DeGollado, KSAT 12 News.
Now 9:41, about 67 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
Go Spurs go. The Spurs finally taking home a win. A recap of last night's game next with David Sears.
And we're back. Spurs picked up a nice win at home last night against the Sacramento Kings.
David Sears is here to break down what could be called a very impressive victory. David?
It was pretty impressive. Give them credit last night. They came through at home with a big win over a Sacramento team that's a little bit better than maybe people thought they would be. And, we were talking, they've struggled. Yes, they've struggled so far this year. They've only played 11 games. And now they're just a half game out of one of those play-in spots. So it's not like they're, done for the year. Got a long way to go. They just need to string a few victories together. And last night was a pretty good start. Let's show you some highlights. There's a shot of DeJounte Murray. Looks like he could or should be, depending on how you look at it, the guy who's going to take over at the end of games. Well, there's Keldon Johnson with a three to start things off. Then Devin Vassell, who Justin loves. There's a three from Devin. How about another three from Devin? This is back-to-back threes. Spurs got the lead to 19. And then there's Lonnie Walker in there somewhere. Yep, there's Lonnie over there in the corner. And then DeJounte Murray's going to wrap things up in the first half. 6 guys hit at least 1 3 in the first half. They averaged 9 a game. They had 11 in the first half last night. Second half, there's Vassell again. And then, that's DeJounte ending the half in slow-mo. We like that. We like to show slow-mo. So there's the second half. There's Vassell again. And then here comes Doug McDermott. Yeah, Doug, sharpshooter Doug. Top of circle. Boom. Spurs had 18 threes last night. There's DeJounte going to finish it off for us. He had 26. They finished at 136. 136 points they scored last night. Sacramento only had 117. Spurs get a nice home win. After the game, we hear from Lonnie.
We know that we have a tendency of when we're playing really, really good, we kind of slack off and let the gas pedal down. And I think even though they were scoring, we were still doing what we were supposed to do. We were still disciplined, knocking out shots, and playing the best that we can, and we didn't let up.
Yeah, they shot like over 50% from three. That's absolutely incredible. Now, the problem is they're probably not going to do that every game.
No.
So what they got to do is figure out how not to blow leads. Sacramento actually got the lead down to 10, but the Spurs, unlike previous games, were able to get that lead back up. I think they led by as many as 22 last night. So now they got to take it against one of the better teams in the West. The Mavericks are coming to town. We just played them last week, so we get to see them again Friday at 7:30 at the AT&T Center. They need to get a win there against a quality team like the Mavericks because then they go out on the road for 3 in a row. So
I want to get these guys because I think we only lost them by 1 last week.
Yeah, it was another one of those they shoulda, coulda games, You know
what? I like the way they characterized it this morning. Last night's Spurs team, they were sick of losing.
God, let's hope so.
I know. Amen.
They're in all right shape, though. They'll come through.
Way to go, Spurs.
Still early in the season.
Yeah.
David, thank you very much. 9:47, 68 degrees. You said you went out between newscasts and noticed a change in the air?
I did, and really not with the temperature, Justin. 68 doesn't sound super chilly.
Yep.
But I think it was those wind gusts you're talking about.
The wind in the lower humidity levels, it does make a huge difference, and it feels great out there. We got beautiful blue skies now. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful Veterans Day. As we look outside, we've got 67 at the airport, 71 Stinson, 68 Kelly, 67 at Randolph. And there you see the winds. Anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour, you're going to see some gusts up around 20, 25. That's probably through the afternoon, and then those winds will calm some tonight. Satellite picture shows the clouds have shifted out for the most part. Still some clouds down there closer to Floresville and as you go south and east, but across Bexar County, clear. 68 at Port SA, as I mentioned, 66 Hondo, 63 up there, Bernie Stage, 59 Junction. Still a few clouds around Cotulla at 69 there. That front still making its way south. It's right about there, and it has kicked up a few showers, but generally east and southeast of us. The big difference, of course, as we said, the dew points, the lower humidity dew points are dropping off into the 40s and 50s now, as opposed to the 60s that were out ahead of that front. So it's pushing all that humidity out of here, and we're going to get another shot of drier air coming in tomorrow. Look at the 24-hour dew point change. We're already down 13 degrees when it comes to the dew point. And the dew point is a great measurement of the amount of humidity in the atmosphere. So as we look at the dew point tracker here, we get even drier air in here Friday night into Saturday. It'll be a very dry weekend, and then humidity will start to increase some next week, which will allow for some fog and clouds to develop, and it'll be generally a little more sticky outside. There's a look at some of the wind gusts, and these are kicking up a little bit more since we last showed you this graphic. Gusting to 17 now in Pleasanton, gusting to 23 in San Antonio, and gusting to 23 in Uvalde as well. Here's forecast temperatures for today. I think we're up around 76 for a high here in San Antonio. And then tonight, we dip down into the 40s. Most of us will be in the 40s, except for those far southern edge of our viewing area here, 53 Cotulla, 52 in Beeville. And then tomorrow, right back where we were today, 76 for a high, and we'll see some 80s out west. So the current conditions show you that, yes, we do have a few showers and storms right along the front, closer to the coast. This front, by the way, stretches all the way up into the Great Lakes. So there's a line of showers and storms from Minneapolis all the way down to Houston. And this will continue to push east today. There's some warmer air out ahead of it, 50s and 60s across the East Coast, and then some cooler air behind it. 30 in Denver, 25 right now in Casper, but still nothing that's bitterly cold. Last year, in the last couple of years, we've had some pretty strong cold fronts come down in November. Just haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure we'll get some cold air eventually. It will be here. 76, again, the high today, 71 at 6 p.m. That sunset at 5:40. In the extended forecast, 69 Saturday, 76 on Sunday. The weekend looks incredible. We'll still have lows in the 40s until we get into about Monday and Tuesday, and that's when the lows start to drift back up into the 50s, and daytime highs return to the 80s by Tuesday and Wednesday, guys.
Thank you, Justin. It's 9:51 and 68 degrees.
As we go to break, we want to take you out to that service now underway at the amphitheater at Arlington National Cemetery.
Hand over your heart or rendering a hand salute. Thank you.
Hey, good morning, guys. Coming up on Live, Uzo Aduba talks about her Broadway show, Clyde's. Plus, we're into Wellness Week right here on Live. We'll see you in a few.
Before we go, we're going to take you back out to that live shot of the Arlington National Cemetery.
This is the amphitheater right now, and we've got a ceremony in progress. We're waiting to see what's going to happen next, but just kind of soak in the moment here for just a minute if you can. And you see all those flags, quite a group of dignitaries there, including a bunch of military personnel. Off in the distance there, you see some of those fall leaves, a beautiful setting there in Virginia, right across the river from our nation's capital in Arlington, Virginia. This is how we're going to end our newscasts on this Veterans Day 2021. Did we just lose the feed?
Just lost the feed.
Can we go to the other instead? All right, so these things are a little tricky to do kind of on the fly these days, even with all our technology, but we had another shot from over, I believe, over by the Tomb of the Unknowns. We have the original?
It's back there.
Okay, back to Arlington now.
I've got a